So, Alex, I've asked you how closely what we saw in the Octagon matched your game plan. I've asked you about the feeling of a split decision. I've asked you how you've grown as a fighter. And in all three responses, you've gone to defending the fact that you did win the fight, even though that question wasn't even the one really being asked. How much is the general debate and general opinion affecting your ability to enjoy a win over a very good fighter?
Yeah, look, you're right. You're right. Like, I shouldn't have to be doing this, but obviously, again, like a lot of people were talking about it a lot. I was quite surprised. You know what I mean? Like, I had no idea. Like, in the fight, I knew it was close. Once my hand was raised, you got to look at it from my point of view. I thought I won the last three pretty comfortably. The judges thought the same thing. I went back and then didn't think anything of it. And then you obviously, you know, I'm not silly, I'm not blind-eyed, and then I start seeing people acting the way they did, and then I'm like, oh, what's going on here? But you know, so maybe I do sound a little bit that way. But look, man, I'm confident I got the win. I really don't have to defend myself. I'm the champ. I know I'm the champ. I beat Max twice back to back. Again, he's a great fighter. Good on him for making the adjustments, but I just show you what type of great champion I was to make adjustments on the fly in the fight. You know, that's really saying something. But again, I'm ready to move on. You know what I mean? I'm ready to move on and take on these number one contenders, and I want to be the greatest featherweight of all time. And to do so, you need to take out number one contenders. So bring them on.
So now we'll ask you: Are you the number one contender at 125 pounds?
From as far as I know, I don't have a contract in hand. We're kind of trying to wait on that with Ali and Dana and Sean and Nick. So, you know, I've actually been, you know, vocal about going to 25 for quite some time now. We spoke about it in the past before the Sun South fight. And, you know, I feel like it's great. You know, I'm able to, you know, do it now, early still in my career. I just turned 29. I'm able to go down to 25, you know, challenge and win that title there, and then go back up to 135 pounds and compete with the best of them there. So I feel like at a time of my life and my career, it's very pivotal for me to make this, you know, transition into flyweight and bantamweight. I don't think a lot of the flyweight guys can come up to the bantamweight and compete at the elite level that I am. Mm-hmm. So I'm very blessed I'm able to do that. And yeah, hopefully I get this shot against Figueiredo, whatever his name is. Great guy. I think that he's, you know, a tough competitor. I just think I'm just way more skillful than him, and excited for the challenge at Task. And hopefully we'll get it done and I can get in the Octagon before this year's up again.
Mm-hmm. So just to be clear, you don't know if you're the number one contender, or what kind of conversations have taken place? Are you just kind of hoping and waiting for a call?
I talked to Dana when he was in Fight Island. He said that he'll work on it, and I was speaking with Ali, my coach Mark Henry, my coaches out here in Sacramento. So that's kind of the plan. Right now, I just got done working out. You know, 145 pounds, so 20 pounds over. That's very doable. I don't cut weight to 135 pounds. You know, I watch my weight the week of the fight, and so it's a lot of these guys are, you know, cutting to flyweight. Walk around this weight, so it's the same. I can, you know, be very dangerous there and at 135 pounds. Like I said, I would love to go and, you know, snatch the 125 pound belt and then go up and fight, you know, Peter Yan if he's the champion when after I grab this belt in November.
So what did you do? Text Dana like right after the flyweight title fight? Yeah,
I did. Yeah, I texted him. I was like, oh, my weight was like really low, and I was like, we've been talking about it. You know, Coach Mark Henry, you know, and you got to see, like, you got to think, you know, Jose Aldo's dropping down. Like, these guys are big. You know, Frank Guerrero came up from 55. He's at 35. Like, and for me, I think that honestly, it'll help me just be more hyper focused on training, my regimen, you know, my routine, my eating. So I feel like it's only going to benefit and help me out to, you know, stay focused on, okay, here's another task to get down to 125 pounds and compete there, win this title, and then we'll figure out the rest from there. You know, whether we'll stay and defend it and be able to bounce up to 35. You know, obviously, man, if you're able to become a 2-division weight world champion, you know, it's not many are world champions in their life or their career. I have the opportunity to do this, and I'm chasing greatness. You know, I'm on a mission, and I've had, you know, the world championship tied around my waist before. I know what that feeling is. I know that I'm capable of doing it again at both weight classes.
Mm-hmm.
So here we are 2.5 months later. Are you starting to think about returning? Do you want to fight again this year? How do you feel?
Absolutely. Sign me up. I'm ready. I'm good to go. I'm ready for, man, like I'm getting rid of my cage that's right here. I'm making more room for just more stuff in here. Just like, I'm making good adjustments, my business and everything, as far as, you know, I'm with Vayner Sports now. I'm not with Belangi Group anymore, which is nice. You know, I'm with my agent, Lloyd. He's awesome. You know, we're riding together, man, for this whole entire ride. And I'm just anxious for the future, dude. I really am. And they know how hungry and eager I am in the UFC. So I'm just willing to see where this goes, man, and sign me up.
Has the UFC offered you anyone yet?
I don't know, man. We'll see, dude. I got to get off the phone with you and talk to Lloyd, man. So I got to go to the Performance Institute and start getting my strength and conditioning up. So you might see me in Vegas a little bit more.
Could I ask, do you have a preference? Who's next?
You know who I want. Give me the rematch, or give me a rematch, or give me the winner of Khabib and Gaethje.
Rematch with who? With Gaethje?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you saw, but they announced today that Khabib is fighting Gaethje on October 24th.
Well, then why are you asking me who I want?
Well, I thought maybe there could be someone, Conor, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. No, obviously, you know the fights that make sense. Those are the ones I want to fight. Those are the top quality fights that we want to see. I don't want to waste any fights. I mean, like, I don't call them wasted fights. But, like, to me and my value and where I've come up to and what I believe what the fans deserve are good fights. You know, you don't have to call them super fights or anything else like that. But, dude, like, you know what I mean? I don't want to go in there and fight a tomato can. And not anybody in the UFC is a tomato can, by the way. Not one. So, I mean, fans and everybody else, it's easy to be in the back seat or on the couch to say a lot of stuff. But have some respect for my fellow UFC fighters. Don't call them tomato cans.
Can I tell you the two that I think make most sense for you, or that are the biggest for you?
What's up?
Conor or Dustin Poirier, who's looked good as of late. What do you think of those two?
They're both decent fighters, man. I mean, they're both good. I mean, we're all elite in the top 5 for a reason. I can't on that one. So as far as fights go, if Conor wants to fight, I'm down for that. I'd love to fight a southpaw. I do really well. Knocked out Aaron Riley's jaw on that one on accident. So, I mean, when it comes down to me fighting stand-up, you got to remember when I fought Edson Barboza. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot different. This mix and matching kind of like that, if it does happen again, cool, man. I'm already used to it. Doesn't matter. Opponent switches, COVID, anything else wants to pop up, let's go. We're used to it now. You want to give me Conor, you give me Conor. You want to give me Poirier, we'll make it happen, then we'll fight, and then we'll fight for the winner of the Gaethje and Khabib fight.